Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays Dark Souls 2. Spoiler alert, we're probably going to end up losing these 36,000 souls. Brightstone Cove, Seldora, which is where we are right now. I don't know if it's Tusseldora, Seldora. Nobody talks in this game, so it's hard for me to get the pronunciations of everything totally accurate. But it has a bonfire, and it's a little closer to Spider Town. But that typically happens, and then I think we do... Oh god, run. Those homing soul masses are the worst and most annoying thing in the world. We're going to Estus quickly, and then we're just going to drop down, and this is where the bonfire is. Okay, so, again, if you want to talk, like, time to get to a bonfire, that one is like 15 seconds as long as you are really rushing. Not that everybody is going to enjoy doing that. So, I'm going to rest at this bonfire. I can't use it. Why is that? Ah, because of you! Okay. Well, hopefully the other necromancer drops down if he's going to. Otherwise, oh, can't use bonfire. Where you at, my friend? Come on. Come on. Nope. It's worth noting, this is also the worst bonfire in the game. I am almost never able to use it. A lot of people think that the bonfire in Sinner's Rise, or the Salt Fort, is the worst bonfire in the game. There's a good case to be made there. The one with the three archers. Excuse me. That is indeed a very annoying bonfire. This one I find even worse, though. Like, seriously? If he's not even going to come down... Oh, now I can rest. Okay. Finally. So, well, yeah, finally, after about half a second, we're able to do that. Now, important moments here. We are going to get hit by some soul masses because life is unfair. Oh, don't get petrified. Don't get petrified. Let's try this again. Oh, we gotta kill the spiders first. Basically, what I'm trying to avoid is, there's a red crystal lizard, and, oh, what the red crystal lizard typically does is completely screw you by exploding in your face. Now, the mages here cast the most annoying fucking, homing soul mass, homing crystal soul mass. I don't know exactly which of the two it is. I may, yeah, take my time, kill the basilisk, excuse me, and then I'm just going to run back in here for a second, and this is just to basically reset the aggro. We're not even going to rest at the bonfire, even though that lizard is not going to come back to life. Just wanted to reset the aggro on the soul masses, because what we need to do here is actually get in here. God, those are bullshit. Oh, they destroyed the door for me. I actually didn't know that could happen. That makes things a little bit more palatable. And we may actually just go try to fight the boss right away. It is totally feasible to just run through this area, but mostly I just wanted to get... I know there's a red phantom behind me, don't freak out. Mostly I just wanted to get the bottom bonfire so that we can tackle this at a late... Oh, that was stupid of me. That was real dumb. It's okay. At least wound the spider bros. Oh, that's bad. We're alright. Slightly. AI's too good, man. This guy's gonna take so much... Nah, he didn't take as much damage as I thought he would. Yeah, so... I guess we'll treat this as a learning experience. Just back up for a second. I want to watch out for that guy. And then we'll do exactly this. Oh, my gentle Jesus, that guy is annoying. He's just farming in the neighborhood, and all of a sudden... He's apparently the biggest asshole on the fucking planet. 146 damage with great lightning, or regular lightning spear, huh? I just want him to be dead. I mean, that should be obvious. Because then we can come through this area again with substantially less risk. Seriously, like, I was trying to target that other enemy, that spider, for so freaking long. I knew that's exactly how that shit was going to go down. But that's okay. Mostly what I was trying to get there was just the bottom bonfire in Lower Brightstone Cove, Seldora. That's fine. Now what should we do? Probably work our way towards Last Sinner. Maybe take a crack at the Old Iron King. Alright. This is why this bonfire is the worst. You can't rest at it even if you respawn at it. So you respawn and you're like, actually I want to be back in Majula. Well, fuck off then. So yeah, we did end up losing those souls, as mentioned. We did take that bonfire at Iron Keep, which is important. Is it Servants' Quarters? That's after the Sentinels, yeah. So we'll try to get through to Last Sinner this time, and maybe we can fight with Lucatiel. Well, Lucatiel will be on our side. And Last Sinner is relatively easy on New Game. A little bit more difficult on New Game Plus. But we're not playing New Game Plus, so that shouldn't matter as much. And this area is not so bad, as long as you know what you're getting yourself into. Now, these guys, you probably don't actually have to fight them. Kind of like fighting them, though. Good practice. Helps to be vigilant. We can kill them relatively easily. You know, it would be nice to have those souls that obviously I lost, but it's not the end of the world one way or another. I'm going to find you. I'm going to get you. So what we want to do here is just give you a quick little stab in the face, and that'll kill you. If you open that door, you just find like a baby T-Rex skeleton. You think I'm lying. I'm Northernlion, but I'm not lying to you. There's like a weird little baby skeleton in there. And this is a little bit of a scary moment. But because we can one-shot these guys, I should be relatively okay. I wonder if this masks a loading screen, or if it's just a, you know, hiding the tension. I don't know. Yeah. Alright, managed to avoid getting hit by that, which is very nice. And that makes my life easier. Now, believe it or not, this area, I actually find it easiest if you sprint. Many people disagree with me. But, I mean, I guess that's the way that I've tackled the entire game so far, so you're probably not surprised by the way that I deal with this area. Come on up the stairs. You too could lightning spear here. It's actually not that important to do so, though. And we'll pop this open. Yes, I know there's an NPC at the top. That NPC at the top will eventually sell us a great lightning spear. But for now, I don't even think that we have a fragrant branch of yore to use to free him from his prison. So he's going to be stuck there for now. And that's okay. So, we are at the Salt Fort now, aka Sinner's Rise. The bonfire is called the Salt Fort. And this is an area that I've done so much that I really feel like I've kind of got it nailed down, which means for sure I'm going to die like 6 times. So the first thing you do is just pop that so you can summon Lucatiel, get ready to rest in this bonfire. I guess those other 2 crossbowmen like chased me down, and that's why they're not up there. Now there's one kind of like heinous part to this area, and that is getting down the elevator here. So you want to come in like this. This dude is like, hey, what are you doing there, buddy? Oh, fuck. Okay. Yeah, you kill him. Then quickly get over here. And he sometimes falls down onto the elevator. Does not appear to be the case this time. Now, there's an item. I think it's just poison throwing knives or something. If you roll off effectively, lacerating knife, that's what it is. It's just nice to have more projectiles. Always send the elevator back up. Helps to send the elevator back up so that you don't have to deal with like pulling that lever every single time you die against the last sinner, which happens with frightening regularity. Now, I'm going to get chased by some enemies up here. That's fairly par for the course. Gotta pull on this lever. Lucatiel's actually holding it down. Usually, Lucatiel gets bogged down by these enemies, and very rarely even makes it across this bridge. Let's see if maybe we can get lucky here. Come on, Lucatiel, I believe in you. There is a secret, by the way, where you can open those doors at the top and light up the arena a little bit more. That would probably be pretty nice for the, purposes of YouTube, because I imagine this boss fight's going to be a little dark. But the last sinner on New Game is basically like, do you have a 100% physical block shield? If you do, your life is going to be rich and full of joy. If you don't, get good real quick, because you are going to have a devil of a time dealing with this boss, and I'm speaking from myriad experience there. So Lucatiel's a really poor... Oh my god. Lucatiel's a really poor summon on all fights, but in particular on this one, although I don't fight Smelter very often, so I can't confirm nor deny that Lucatiel is better or worse there. But she's basically a damage sponge, so we can take... Oh, careful. A damage sponge so that we can beat the crap out of him with lightning spears. This is basically the only way that I've found to get Lucatiel to actually survive this boss fight, is to basically do as much damage as you possibly can while Lucatiel takes the hits. You might think it's better to take the aggro, but taking the aggro from Lucatiel is impossible. She is an aggro magnet, and she does, like, next to no damage. Seriously, just, like, the worst of all worlds when it comes to AI summons. But that's okay. I'm almost dead. Thank you, Lucatiel. She's like, I heard what you said, motherfucker. Here you go. How about I deal the killing blow to the boss? I probably wouldn't have died there. It is a theoretical possibility, I'll admit. And there is our second Great Soul Embraced. This one much easier than all that came before it. Is this a shard? Are you my daddy? It's a fragrant branch of yours, so we can get Olafus of Strayed, that NPC that I was talking about who sells Great Lightning Spear, a little bit later into the game. But for now, second Primal Bonfire is lit. Cool beans. So we're making progress. We still have Iron Keep. Iron Keep is annoying as hell. Like, really, really goddamn frustrating. But usually, I'm getting pretty good at dealing with it. Do want to level up here, get some more endurance. And we picked up a little bit more vitality. One more vitality. Just to allow us to actually tank some hits. And just tanking some hits, are you, bud? We're going to burn some Sublime Bone Dust here. Get ourselves a little bit more heals from each Estus Flask to go alongside our new vitality. And then we should be able to travel. Because we just went through Spider Town, I am going to try to deal with the old Iron Keep. We should be okay. I may be wrong. Again, can't stress enough, it's Saturday today, and I just did this on stream on Thursday, and it went very, very well. So, I'm hoping that we can make this work. All we gotta do, I mean, this is, I know I've said this a couple times in recent memory, but this is one of the hardest bonfires to get to in the game. If we can just get to it, though, then we only have to fight the Old Iron King. And I think Old Iron King is maybe the easiest of all the Great Soul bosses. And I know a lot of people have problems with the Iron Keep, not from a gameplay standpoint, but from an architecture standpoint. I know Nick always tells me, he's like, you take an elevator up from the top of a mountain, which is Harvest Valley and Earthen Peak, and then you end up, like, on top of this, you end up in a volcano in the middle of a mountain. Like, how does it make sense? No question. He is totally right. That may bother you to varying degrees. But to me, I think Iron Keep is one of the coolest looking areas in the game, at the very least, which is why I have a little bit of a soft spot for it. That and it really brings the heat. Ah, good, that combo does work. It really brings the heat, pun totally intended, with respect to the difficulty. The area itself is probably, in my opinion at least, the most difficult of the Great Soul areas. I hope I haven't contradicted myself by calling another area the most difficult of the Great Soul areas prior to this. If so, what can I say? The most difficult area in Dark Souls is whatever area I'm in right now. And there's an Ember in here. We probably won't get it because there's no need to get it. For us, if we're only exclusively using the Drang Leg Shield. We're probably going to be using this character for PvP, so what I'm oh, come on. We're probably going to be using this character for PvP, so what I'm thinking is that I'll just, off camera, tackle all of the, like, administrative shit that needs to get done in order for me to actually have, like, a good PvP character. You know, in order to get the Embers so we can actually use lightning weapons, for example. That's an important thing to get taken care of. Let's keep this up. I still have one Amber Herb. That might be pretty important to use in this area. Just hit this guy once. Gotta watch out for other assholes with their arrows, and we almost got taken out there. You're dead. We can just roll on top of this and spin you right round. Baby right round. Turn the fire off, baby, right round. Round. That... Fire's not off? Fire's off. Okay, took a second there. It's alright, the machine's probably been active for like a few hundred years, so I can understand where they're getting at. Or why it takes forever to fix. You're just gonna use your fists? Like, that seems like a really bad strategy for your survival, but whatever. Destructive Great Arrow. I don't know if I've ever gotten that before, to be honest with you. And there's no more fire in here. So we've made it past what I would consider to be the, by far the easiest part of this area. And it's still a very long way to go to get to that bonfire. So we're gonna tackle yo ass with one of these. And kind of tempted to use the second one, to be honest with you, but not going to, even though we may get hit by an arrow. No such luck. Alright. The arrows are a real pain in the dick here. Old Radiant Life Gem is probably something that we'll use, and I'll save Estus as much as possible. Maybe I'll Estus at the top here, just because I think that guy's going to aggro. And then we have a gem that I can put on my my quick bar later. So save Lightning Spears for now. Oh, shit. That was some damage there. I didn't think that it would deal that much damage. I knew it would do damage because it's like lightning damage, and my shield doesn't block 100% lightning damage. I just didn't think it would do that much. So yes, Old Radiant Life Gem is way stronger than what I'm using it for here, but this is for convenience sake. We're also going to put Dragon Charm and Divine Blessing here, just so that I can use these to sneak through this area. I'm going to hit this Ironclad once. We're not going to end up fighting too many Ironclads. If I can help it, at least. We have to fight at least one. Then this dude, like, breaks this shit, and then he runs away. Which is fine. I want him to run away. So we'll hang back for a second. The real problem, and we're about to experience it, is this room right here, and to a little bit of a lesser extent, the room that comes after it. This is where things become a little nightmarish. Typically, I don't get hit by those, so I'm glad I didn't get hit by them there. Looked a little scary for a second there, though, didn't it? Now, we get this Ironclad to come this way. Come on. Come on. Then, we run. Oh my god, it worked. Okay. That so rarely works on the first try, and it also killed that other Ironclad. I have never been prouder of myself. I feel like a proud papa, even though I'm talking about myself here. So this guy sometimes doesn't aggro from that. Pisses me off so much. And sometimes more Ironclads come from this direction. So what we'll do is do this. Oh, there's another Ironclad, but he has no health. So we'll just do a little stabby. This Ironclad has health. We've got a few more Ironclads to deal with, so if possible, I would rather save some Lightning Spears, but we can always Amber Herb. And, you know, the most dangerous enemy is always the enemy who brings friends. That's Sun Tzu's The Art of War. I just made it up. I didn't make up Sun Tzu's The Art of War, you ding dong. I made up that idiom right there. Ironclad leggings, cool. Large Titanite shard. This is maybe the smoothest this has gone for me. Now, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but there we go. So we got 4 more lightning spears, which should make it pretty easy to take out this Ironclad. 2 iron spears per Ironclad. 2 lightning spears per Ironclad, I should say. Seems to be the right way to tackle it. A little bit cheesy, but this is one of the reasons why I like playing a cleric, because we can do things like this. And to be honest with you, the hard part is over. That doesn't mean I'm not going to die. But, yeah, getting through that room on the first try, and in record time, feels really good. This is an area that oftentimes people, myself included, get stuck at for quite some time. It is possible to decapitate this guy in the guillotine here. It's rare, though. Yeah, and it was pretty close. We were only off by a couple seconds there. So they've got stamina, too. We've got stamina. How about you? Wait till he comes out. First lightning spear. Be cautious. Second lightning spear. Alright. With him being dead, we have no more enemies to face, so I am very content. We have some hazards left to face, but that is Iron Keep tackled right there. That's one of the areas in the game, I'll admit, I have never not Lion Stratted through. I have exclusively used Lion Strats for Iron Keep. Fighting all of those enemies seems to me like it would be a goddamn nightmare. But I have the utmost respect for those of you who choose to fight them that way. I should go and watch ENB's video of this area if he's done one yet. I don't know if he has. And I can't really see these ladders, but I just remember where they are. I'm like, you know, just muscle memory at this point. The brain's a muscle. So we have the bonfire, but first we'll turn off the fire just to make our lives a little easier here. And again, maybe we'll end up losing 23,000 souls. If you're like, I want to hit level 100, but I don't have enough souls, your problem is not that, you know, you need to grind. Your problem is stop freaking dying so much. Go recover your bloodstain, you dongle horn. I have, you know, basically the reason I don't want to level up more is because I don't want to, I mean, I still don't understand how the PvP and PvE stuff works here. I believe that it's based on soul memory, but yeah, I definitely don't want to grind to just pick up more souls that I don't really want to use for anything. Please, like, this is going to take forever, which is why I only want to fight Old Iron King once. I'm such an idiot. Do we have a life gem or something? We could just go back to the bonfire. I think I'll just save. I think I'll just give this a try still. Could use my Dragon Charm too, but I'll use the Dragon Charm if I need to. This is the one game I think I play where I don't suffer from too good to use syndrome. Whenever, like, I get a healing item in Dark Souls 2, I'm just like, oh, that's a temporary Estus. It's like a one-use Estus, and that is A-okay by me. So theoretically, I should be able to beat Old Iron King fairly easily. I consider him to be one of the easier bosses. Let's give this a try, shall we? And after this, we only need to beat Duke's Freja, and then we've done all of the Great Soul bosses and can move on to the Shrine of Winter. So we were slow for a while, picked up speed a little bit in this episode, as long as I beat Old Iron King. Yeah, that was pretty bad. I'm gonna Estus up here rather than sit on his hand and wait for death. Should be able to dodge some more shots in the future. That's a good one. And there we go. That's the good shit right there. Now, 3 hits like that is enough to take out like 20% of his health. Maybe that's a little ambitious. 20% might be a little crazy. Every time he does that attack, normally, on most characters, you just kind of... Oh. Yeah, that was bad on my part, but we'll Estus again. Normally, you're just stuck kind of sitting there. Get that Dragon Charm out. Oh, we have a Divine Blessing active, too. Active on our quick bar, I should say. I forgot what I was going to say. Normally, on most characters, when you have to deal with this guy, if you're like a melee-only character... Wait, there we go. If you're a melee-only character, you just have to wait for that fire attack to be over. But with the lightning spears, you can really whittle his health down even further just by at least casting one. And then every freaking time. Okay, so we'll Dragon Charm up quickly. Kind of a waste of a good healing item, but... Oh, I don't like this one. I don't see that move all that often, so... One of those, and please tell me I'm not going to get immediately caught by some shitty attack. This is what I mean when I say that Old Iron King I think is the easiest of all the bosses. This has been a very simple endeavor so far, and just one lightning spear extra for fun, I suppose. So he is down now, and then all we have left is the spider. 72,000 souls, some more Sublime Bone Durst. Let's head downwards, and I don't believe there's anything else awaiting us here. Shall we try to get all 3 of our... Actually, no, we did get the Rodden last time. So shall we try to get all 4 of our Great Souls, or all remaining 3 of our Great Souls in one video? Many people were probably like, why'd you get all the way to those boss bonfires if you weren't even gonna fight the bosses right away? This is why. You can take them all out once you've leveled up a little bit more, and it's way easier than taking one of them out at level 40, one of them at level 50, one at 60, one at 70. I'm the perfect level, so I hate to level up more, but so be it. And yeah, I don't really respect equip load in this game. I don't think it's that important. It is nice to have better armor so that I don't get one-shot, especially as a cleric, but also helps to not get one-shot just by playing as a... or just by upping our vitality. Brightstone Cove to Seldora, lower Brightstone Cove. Theoretically, should be able to get through this area without using an Estus. It is kind of annoying, though. And I think that red Phantom will still be there, which is the more annoying part. He's really tanky. Like, he's not the best, like, the most aggressive, although he is pretty aggressive, red Phantom in the game. Mostly, it's just that this motherfucker takes, like, 1,000 hits, and even when he runs through the spikes, he's a pain in the butt. So maybe we'll just... You know, try to... Did you see the greatest attack in mankind's history there? That was wonderful. I'm actually in awe. So we'll just wait for him to go through another attack here. Oh, he did it! Well done. He's going to follow us down. I'm going to go ahead and hazard a guess that that's a decision that he's going to regret a little bit. But he really doesn't take that much damage from being in that area. Neither do I, to be fair, but... Oh, okay, you again, huh? Don't do your rolling attack, you shitlord. Try it again. Oh man, my stamina did not replenish very fast. Almost, this guy makes me want to use a green stamina blossom. Not going to. I do have some. He's not dead yet. He will be dead very soon. There we go. So he's really not that annoying. Did he just give us 50,000 souls? That's kind of crazy. Now, again, I would normally wait to do this boss fight until we had full Estus. Oh, you guys, okay. Forgot that there were 2 more of you dickbags here. I would normally wait to do this boss fight until we had full Estus, but truth be told, as long as we have a Divine Blessing, I am gonna die. That's not how I wanted to finish that. As long as we have a Divine Blessing, I'm gonna die. No. The hardest part is just getting this door open. Elizabeth Mushroom is fine, too. We'll use the Elizabeth Mushroom right now. Again, oh, it's a waste. You can use that someplace else and blah, blah, blah. You're not wrong. But really, like, this is the hardest time we'll ever go through this area, because we've got to go through here, open that door that opens super slowly, and then we've also got to pull on this lever, and then we got to kite. Well, we don't have to kite. We could fight instead of kite, but you got to kite for your fight to party. And you'll come out here, and we'll jump. Pretty bad jump there, if you ask me. Getting hit pretty hard, but the Elizabeth Mushroom's still doing work. Okay, well, you know what? Elizabeth Mushroom has stopped doing as much work, I think. Or maybe it's still doing an amazing amount of work. Normally, you don't have to deal with so many freaking spiders. Normally, I just kite them, is the thing. You stayed on there, huh? And just kiting them works totally fine. But if we have to fight them instead, we can. It's just, again, as always, I would say that it's a little tedious. So this spider bro here, gonna go for an attack, but that's fine, we'll be long gone. I don't like our chances against the spider on the first try here, unless we have like another healing. We have Divine Blessing, that's about it. Rusted Coin, I always forget, it's a luck upgrade. Whatever the F that means. Should have used that Sublime Bone Dust earlier, but whatever. I'll probably just Estus up once. We might be able to make it work. But I think it's unlikely. And I am a human now. I can tell by the diamonds on the soles of my shoes. Come down this way. My goal every time I play Dark Souls 2 is to have the effect of my Estus be larger than the number of my total Estus. So we're gonna equal it pretty soon. I mean, right now it is 2-to-1, but I mean maximum, of course. So we will summon Ashen Knight Boyd. Ashen Knight Boyd is probably one of the best AI summons in the game. To the point where it almost makes Duke's Dear Freya pretty cheesy, and I would feel bad about that, except that, or it makes the Duke's Dear Freya fight pretty cheesy, but I would feel bad about that, except I don't, because the Duke's Dear Freya fight is total bullshit if you don't summon him. So, now what you want to do here is not get caught in that attack. That's a bad one. But you and Ashen Knight Boyd are going to play a fun game of ping pong here. Ashen Knight Boyd is going to kill some of the spiders, but you're basically going to aggro different parts of the boss at the same time. Tell me you're not doing the laser attack. Tell me you're not doing the laser. If he does the laser attack, I'm going to die. Heal up a little bit. And I'm going to Lightning Spear as much as possible. Basically, Ashen Knight Boyd can totally solo Freya for now. And what we'll do is just take out the Riffraff. And then when the Riffraff is dead, which it is now, we can come in here. Oh, I mistimed that. Wait for the perfect moment to strike. There we go. That's a good moment to strike. Then we go to town. So Ashen Knight Boyd takes the aggro. I do the damage. I take the damage, or I take the aggro. Ashen Knight Boyd does the damage. It works out very nicely. It turns this boss fight into something substantially more manageable than it would otherwise be. I like to goad like that. Not this. Ah, well, that's fine. Works for me, at least. Do a nasty attack there. That could have been really bad for me. The AI on Boyd, I thought was so bad the first time I played this boss. I was like, why even put an enemy in there that can't even make, or why even put an AI summon in there who can't even make it through the fog wall most of the time? Then I realized the error of my ways. And, you know, Ashen Knight Boyd makes this boss fight super, super easy for the most part. Now, we're in a bit of a scary position here. That's not the laser move. I'm worried about more spiders coming. But we gotta be in here. We gotta be up close and personal. Careful. There we go. And we finished the fight. So we've at least killed that. Now, are there more spiders to deal with? No. Thank you, Ashen Knight Boyd, for being the greatest of all summons. And if there's anything I could heal myself with, because we do have some more fights coming up. No, huh? Oh, we have a Divine Blessing still. Oh, thank God. Okay. So that Divine Blessing is really important, actually. because otherwise I could pretty reasonably die to Vengarl in here. So that's all 4 Great Souls embraced now. We got the Rodden in the last episode, and then the other 3 in this episode. Making good progress, not dying quite as much. Sorry about this one, Duke. Got the Brightstone Key, Fragrant Branch of Yore, and Dark Quartz Ring. I forget what the Quartz Ring actually does. And now we gotta fight Vengarl. Vengarl is actually pretty easy. Oh, we can do a backstab. I thought he was too large. No offense, Vengarl, of course. None intended, anyway. Just wait for him to come in again and do, like, exactly the same attack, and then just get kicked in the shins and torn up again. So the Divine Blessing turned out to be useless, but better safe than sorry. So we will light this bonfire. Go back to Majula and end the episode, but not before I level up a little bit more. 92,000 souls is pretty good. That's why I wasn't really concerned about the, 23,000 we lost earlier? Souls are easy to come by as long as you're always beating bosses. Now, what do you got going on here? Emerald Herald. Pretty good form, I gotta say, on those last 3 boss fights. I'm proud of myself, at least. We're gonna just alternate with Vitality and Endurance again. Maybe we'll put 1 more point into Faith, because we're gonna have to get more points into Faith eventually anyway. Still haven't even opened up that blacksmith's door, which I find hilarious, but sure. We're gonna rest up. And that's gonna do it for this episode. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a lot. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more Dark Souls 2 Clerical Terror in the future. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.